Yeah, buti na lang wala akong early morning show.
Yeah.
Tanghali pa trabaho ko, so I can very well be here and make puyat with you guys.
Oh, speaking about early morning show, how's your schedule like with, with all these shows?
Lately, my schedule's been very manageable, napaka-komportable. It used to be that I had to host 2 daily shows.
Yes.
Diba? Itbulaga sa tanghali, tapos pagdating ng mga 6:30, nag-showbiz anchor na ako for 24 oras. Pero buti na lang, I was allowed, I was permitted by GMA, my good bosses in GMA, to... it's been 11 years na rin after all to take the time to concentrate on my little girl, Scarlett. She's 3 years old na rin kasi.
What do you mean 11 years?
My husband.
Sa 24
oras.
Wow, tagal nun. Okay.
Matagal na rin. Although, I miss my co-anchors very much. Si Mike Enriquez, si Tita Mel, tapos recently, inado na si Vicky Morales na lalo ko pang parang na-miss lalo kasi napaka-chikadora niyan si Vicky. I really miss the makeup room chikahan, the kamustahan, the stories. But they're going to be, they're friends of mine and I know that I'm going to see them even outside of work na pa naman.
And it's a season in your life now. Your season is, ilang years ka na sa
I know where the focus is changing.
Oo nga,
and I
diba?
never thought it would actually happen. Kasi like you guys, I was very much career-oriented since even before I graduated from school talagang I was raring to go and work na eh.
You graduated journalism?
I graduated broadcast communication.
Pero kami in UP, no?
Yeah, in UP Dalaman. So talagang it was in the books. I played everything by the books already. I prepared for it and then buti na lang God saw to it that I found work in the industry that I wanted to end up in.
But from the start, you were really gearing to be, I want to be a TV host, I want to be a traffic angel.
No,
that was your...
Nobody planned to be a traffic angel.
Yeah.
I didn't even think that was an item or a job description or a job title, but I just wanted to work in production and in fact, when I started working, I was behind the cam for a long period of time. Siguro I was a producer for the Inside Story with Lauren for about 5 or 6 years maybe before I finally found my way in front of the cam.
Yes.
And it was through a helicopter. Napaka-strange, diba?
How was the shift? I mean, from behind the cam, were you really seeking, I want to be in front of the camera,
No, not at all. It just sort of landed on my lap. But I was enjoying my work as a producer kasi I'm a bit of a control freak eh. So parang I liked the way I could write the script, make the story run the way I wanted it to, even put the scoring I wanted and then edit it and then finally see the finished product airing. So that was a big high for me at that point in my life. But then after a certain number of years when I thought that I already took whatever I could from that job, I decided to go back to radio, which is where I actually started. So I reapplied with this radio station where I started when I was in college pa. And then they said, would you be willing to work in a helicopter? Because we have an opening right now for a reporter who broadcasts from a helicopter 3 hours a day. I'm like, sure!
Diba? After 3 hours, uwi ka na, tulog ka na.
You get to ride a helicopter every day? Who has that kind of job, diba?
And of course, people were watching, especially the men. Kasi hot angel.
No, but that was a radio pa.
Radio pa lang yun, Miriam. So talagang...
Pero doon ka na-discover because of that radio
I may have
program.
sounded good, but I may not have looked it.
Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
But when you finally came on TV, I'm sure a lot of men appreciated it. Kasi nga...
I think you were, di ba, number 1 or basta in the top 10 of these magazines, sexiest woman alive, right?
I don't know. I think at some point, I don't know. But then,
how does that feel?
I don't know. Basta, it was just, for me, it was all about the work. It was never really about like, what prestige I got from it. Syempre, I also of course, you wanted to save your own money and then be independent. So these were all my goals at that point in my life na parang I just wanted to end up in a job that I enjoyed and a job that I wanted, and then maybe save a little bit on the side so that I could be independent and free from any parental controls.
Yes.
Have you ever considered, kasi parang nakilala ka talaga bilang host no? Have you ever considered getting into showbiz as in entertainment and acting and
Acting,
the
dancing,
all that
singing.
sort?
The whole
I think
package.
they don't want me there. Parang even if I wanted to be there, they don't want me there. But buti na lang every year, di ba? Every Holy Week, binibigyan kami ng chance ng Eat Bulaga to be dramatic actresses.
So you don't enjoy that part when they do that?
It's fun lang
Okay.
it's fun to do once in a while. But as
As a career.
career, hindi ko kaya yung mga puyat na ginagawa nila.
Because of the
Grabe.
puyat. Pero the acting,
Tsaka
do you
yung mga
enjoy?
emotional demands. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna be loony bin.
Kailangan may nahugot niyan no?
Hindi ko kaya yun. Yung 1 minute, natatawa ka. The next minute, hagulgol. Hindi ko kaya.
Pero gano'n naman yata ginagawa nyo din sa Eat Bulaga. Tawanan lang din kayo ng tawanan.
Oo, kaya yung puro tawa, masaya. Pero yung parang,
Hagulgol.
next scene, hagulgol ka
Wala.
na. Hindi ko yata kaya.
What's it like to host the #1
Oh my gosh.
noontime show in the Philippines?
It is really quite a privilege to end up there. Kasi, pinapanood ko to as a child, di ba?
yes.
Tapos, idol mo yung mga
Institution
napapanood
na yan,
mo. Way back then, and never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I was going to be part of that show. So, talagang, I suppose God really had a plan for why He allowed me to be in this show. Kasi, it was a circuitous route to get there. And it wasn't even like a plan that I wanted.
How was circus? I mean, there were lots of obstacles before getting into the show.
First of all, I was in a different channel. I was in a competing noontime show.
That's right.
Tapos, at some point, they also told me na, alam mo, you're not for mainstream TV, masyado kang pang-social or pang-elitista.
So parang may label ka pang...
Pero ngayon, masang-masa ka na.
We had to fight against that label. And parang totoo ba yung sinasabi nila? Because I ended up in Eat Bulaga. And you can't, wala na yatang mas nakakakuha ng pulso ng tao more than Eat Bulaga. So talagang, Lord, kayo talaga yung may kagagawa nito. I think you had a plan for why I ended up there. And it's been
How many years?
more than 11 years. Because I started in Eat Bulaga in Channel 7. And then later on na lang nadagdag yung ibang shows ng 7. But it was really Eat Bulaga who brought me over to that side. And then the rest just added to it. So, yun. It's been 12 years, I think.
12 years, Eat Bulaga. At talaga ito yung isa sa mga show na tinatangkilik ng lahat ng mga Pilipino at ngayon pati mga Indonesians, di ba?
They're watching the Kalye-serye right now.
Yeah,
As a new term, Kalye-serye.
May alam ka ba kung anong mga nangyayari doon kay Alda?
Bigyan mo kami ng tips on what's gonna happen next.
Well, ang alam ko lang ay marami pang mangyayari sa Kalye-serye. Marami pang madadagdag mga delightful characters na papasok dyan. Kaya araw-araw kailangan kayong tumutok.
Yun. And speaking of Kalye-serye, may mga teleserye ding nagaganap, hindi lang kay Aldam, kundi pati na rin kay Pia Guanio. At yan ang isa sa ating mga pag-uusapan sa aming pagbabalik.